This is just a short showing how this works, this resin. It is sold under the type UR5547, and use gloves and use eye protection and don't inhale, so be somewhere out in the free air, or you have to have a mask for air mask for using. Anyway, that's the safety things you can read. This is just one seller, Electrolube. There are other who sells it under this name, UR5547, or this type. 500 gram is, whatever. I have made some castings, you could say. This is a sensor I've coated with this. I didn't have a special setup for doing it, so it's not that nice done, maybe, but I tried to hit up back here and down here. And this coating is rubbery, and they say that this is especially good for being shock resistant, not to pull off components if the temperature suddenly changes. And you can clearly feel this rubbery coating will not do that. It's not soft. It's actually soft. It's rubbery, and you can scratch it. You can manipulate it with the nails, so it's not that hard in surface as I did expect, and maybe that's also the reason why it's good for covering electronic components. So this surface would probably have to have another layer of hard resin to be resistant for long time use. I mean, you can use it several times for a plant, and normally you put it in the plant halfway, or in the soil halfway down, and then you would let it be there for a long time, months, before you maybe change the battery. And so that's not so much a problem. It could last for years with this, but it's more how you perceive the quality of the coating. And the qualities of this coating is different. It's good for not peeling off these small components with shocking, but against, for instance, a repeated use in soil, it would maybe not be so resistant. Yeah, that was one of the coated. This is another one, and it you mix it over 2 to 4 minutes. They have a video online, they say 4 minutes, and then you have around 15 minutes before it's, you can't really use it anymore. And use it in the sense it's get too sticky, too non-liquid, that it can that you can work with it. So you have around 10 minutes of a good time working with it. And this is just here another example how rubbery this is, and it's like you could maybe use it for a rubber mask somehow, for a face mask. I don't know if it's healthy or unhealthy for a face mask, I cannot say. During the process of curing, it's not good, but it has this rubber-like feeling. You can maybe hear it. So it's anti-sliding. When you try this, it's very grippy. Grips very well. And I could take this off now. I will not. This is just a surplus. I actually had I did 10 of these and I think 6 of these, or 5, no, 6 of these and 4 or 5 of these. And there was 500 milliliter in here, and I had around so much left over. I have a canister more, I have a container more, and I actually only used maybe 300 milliliter of it, maybe 400, not more, and the rest here around 500 milliliter. In this is it maybe 300 and 200 in another small container like this, small vessel like this, is left over. So that's for the use of these. The rubberiness, and this is very solid. This one I can show you. This is the other part I used actually here. This is a sensor like this, and I will probably mount some electronics here with screws in this rubbery. This is very rubbery. Maybe you can see a slight bend, and that's okay. I mean, as a block, it's okay. But hammering this into the soil several times, I don't know how well it will go over longer time. I mean, over a year or two, depending on how many times you put it in. The idea with this is to have this sensor below a block with a sealed block of some components to send the measurements somewhere. Yes, and this is very, very solid. I mean, you can cut it. I've cut the border here. I can just show how I can cut into it. 1 second. Now I have a knife. I just show how we can. These borders are easily cut, very easily. Oh, yeah. This edge. So it's very easy to cut into. And it's like, you know, when you write, it has a little bit the consistency. It's harder. Like when you write with a pencil and you want to rub it out, this leather consistency just a little bit harder, more resistant than that. But it can be a little bit grainy in the feeling here. You can see how I pull off some material. Not that grainy, just slightly. Okay. And this was just a stick I used, and it's looks all the way down like this, and it's sitting very hard in here, so I will not get that out that light, that easy. Probably not at all. Yes. And this is, I didn't close off here that good, so after putting in the sensor and holding it, there still slipped some of this material through and collected here as a drop. But I would probably be able to cut it off and slim it. Okay, let's see what happens. Thanks.